World Elder Abuse Awareness Day has been around since, well, the last 12 years. Started at the World Health Organization and the United Nations, and Montgomery County has had 7 such events with the goal of raising community awareness on the various types of elder abuse in the community. We have resources. This is done every mid-June. June 15th is the international date. And we typically will have this event at a local senior center and invite the community to come, learn about our resources, learn about who you could call, and various other supports for seniors in our community. Elder abuse is the intentional or neglectful acts of a trusted individual or caregiver that leads to harm or may lead to harm of a vulnerable adult. A vulnerable adult is someone who's 18 years or older, typically Montgomery County. The majority of our vulnerable adults are seniors, 60 and older.
My name is John Renica, and I am a sergeant with the Montgomery County Police Special Victims Investigations Division, Domestic Violence Elder Abuse Unit. We'll be involved, obviously, when somebody calls us, and my unit will be involved when there's serious bodily injury or somebody is neglected or abused where they need to go to the hospital to be treated. And we also get involved in something more minor than that on a case-by-case basis.
We see all different kinds of abuse, unfortunately. There are different ways to abuse, including financial, emotional, physical, sexual, and each of these has different things that can happen. You can also neglect a senior or a vulnerable adult.
Neglect is another form of elder abuse. It's the willful deprivation of medical needs, shelter, food, paying the bills on behalf of your loved one. And when that occurs, you're putting at great risk the senior that's your charge. You're no longer taking them to the doctor. They're no longer getting their prescriptions. And of course, that senior is going to fail. And so Adult Protective Services would go in, assess the situation, work with medical professionals, and put in a safety plan that would ensure the proper care, the proper resource allocation for the senior.
The State's Attorney's Office gets involved in the prosecution and the investigation of crimes against seniors and vulnerable adults in a variety of different ways. You can reach out to us directly. We may find out about a case from the police. We may find out about a case from Adult Protective Services or from a community member or a doctor. Really, any way that we find out about it, we're going to jump on it, learn about it, investigate it, and make sure that justice is brought to the situation.
Self-neglect is the most common occurrence. Probably about 58% of the cases that we cover entail self-neglect. And that would be a situation where our typical client might be, let's say, someone, an older adult female in her 80s, experiencing some cognitive deficits, perhaps early onset Alzheimer's disease, having some problems paying bills, isolating herself, maybe getting lost when she goes to the grocery store, getting lost around the block, and those types of issues. So if we receive the call, our Adult Protective Services team will go out, work with that individual, try to put in the supports that they might need, perhaps look at alternate housing situations or personal care services so that we can ensure that she's safe.
I'm Officer Lori Reyes, and I am the Montgomery County Police Autism, Intellectual, Developmental Disabilities, Alzheimer's and Dementia Outreach Officer. Our Alzheimer's Dementia Outreach Program provides a layered approach to awareness and safety through education, outreach, follow-up, empowerment, and response. In most cases, the outreach is to the individuals that have wandered or eloped. We handle about 2 to 5 cases a week in that population. So the goal is